We learn many life lessons from Shakespeare through his writings. We can learn multiple lessons from Shakespeare all the way from family to love. He teaches us as readers valuable life lessons. Shakespeare perfectly portrays the mind of a creative reader, and he is very inspiring as a writer. Shakespeare wrote many different plays in his time. His most famous plays were tragedies and romance, but he also wrote comedies. Shakespeare's plays had different varieties and often reflected his everyday life. Shakespeare shows the use of many different literary devices in his plays and writings. Shakespeare wrote sonnets and used different poetry devices such as end-rhyme, rhyme scheme, and much more. Shakespeare's writings show his true expertise. You could say his writing ran as smoothly as clockwork. Shakespeare is most famously known for writing the play Romeo and Juliet. This play was about a young girl and a young boy that fall in love with each other, but they can't show their true love for each other publicly because their families are in an eternal feud. These star-crossed lovers go through many different challenges together. The family feuds in Shakespeare's play, Romeo and Juliet, has a huge effect on the play and what happens. The family feud decides a fate between Romeo and Juliet. Romeo and Juliet contains many elements of Shakespeare's writings. The most common element he used was his ability to show and describe love. He was able to show a connection between two people that nobody else could. When Mercutio says the line, he wishes a plague upon both the Capulets and Montagues, it made a connection to what was going on during Shakespeare's time. The plague was a terrible disease and took the lives of many innocent people. It is often referred to as the Black Death. By studying Shakespeare, we also learned about the everyday lifestyle of people in the 14th century. We learned about the jobs people had all the way to the clothes people wore. We learned about the different social classes of people and how they differentiate. There are many things we can learn from Shakespeare by studying him. We can learn many things about his time period by studying him. We can also learn many things about his writing. We study Shakespeare to learn about different emotions. Shakespeare was one of the most intelligent and bright-minded people of his time. We study Shakespeare to learn from his writings and incorporate the knowledge from his writings into our everyday lives. Today, we will be studying Shakespeare, but why? Students around the world will ask. Simply hearing Shakespeare's name makes them fear. Reading his plays proves a difficult task. Oh, but if you would stay a bit longer, see the literary device within. You will notice your writing gets stronger as your joy for Shakespeare starts to begin. Human relationships have stayed the same, even from Shakespeare's era to today, and if you still believe Shakespeare is lame, your life may end up looking bleak and gray. Shakespeare has had a positive impact, therefore to this day, students do this act. Thank you for watching.